me. And then Mama, I'm muting you. And then we'll do it. Or you muted yourself. Thank you. I'm just going to mute in case anyone else comes in. Christina, thank you for being on here. If your family's with you, hi, family.
Good morning.
Could I see it? Could I see? Okay, guys, I think we're ready. I'm gonna lock the doors, man. Walk them all out. The dogs have been corralled. I thought it was a best friends one, so I was like knocking on best friends for. I almost gave her dog away. All good, Amber? Okay. Should we?
I don't know.
I'm gonna lock this door though. Yeah, let's just leave it open. Good idea, Mary Jo. It's a lot. Let's just like keep the air, keep the air circulating. That's my exhale.
Huh?
That's just my exhale.
That's your exit. Yeah.
Exhale.
Exhale. Just try to get it out. Well, you've been busy this weekend.
Yeah. I'm tired. It's tired. Okay. Hey. All right. Yeah, I'm totally good. Are you guys good? Yeah. I'm just probably gonna move over there while I teach most of it. Okie doke schmokes. All right, friends. Hi, happy Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. Sunday is always packed and it's actually really fun, I think. There's always a plus and minus side to being in a packed room. I think some people like to have more space. However, I do love the energy that comes with like a full room of yogis breathing and moving together and also feeling the community. So thank you for showing up. I really appreciate you. If you don't know me, most of you do, but if you don't know me, my name's Katie. I teach 6 classes here per week. This space, Mosaic Yoga, or this, I guess, so this space is called the local co-op. If a lot of people ask me, and there's like been coming here the whole time, and they're still not clear what's actually going on. So just so you know, this is the local co-op, this space. We have lots of different types of classes, and there's lots of private practitioners who teach out of this space. And then Mosaic Yoga is like a group of instructors who have been together for like over 15 years. And we sublet this space out and teach all of our yoga classes here by donation. So we're kind of 2 different businesses teaching under the same roof. And so my embodiment class, my frequency class, those are part of the local co-op. Those are $30 per person. And then all my yoga classes are by donation. So just in case. And then just quick announcements. I have a couple of retreats that still have openings. I have one the first weekend of October. If anyone happens to be interested, it's in Zion. So it's easily accessible. You can just drive yourself down. 1 room left. So yeah, that's coming up in like pretty much a week, maybe, I think 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. And then I also have Sundance in the first weekend of December. And again, a weekend, it's just a Friday to Sunday. So really easy to just leave work on Friday, drive to Sundance. It's a beautiful big cabin. And then El Salvador is the 1st of January. So I think it's the 5th to the 11th of January. So really, I think good time to get out of like the inversion right after the holidays, everything's over and you just go and lay in the sun and then start the new year with good intentions. So all that info is on my website if you're interested. And my cards are on the front desk if you don't know my website. Okay. Shall we just do yoga now? Any questions, comments, requests? Okay. Let's just do the thing. So I'm going to have you guys start on your backs today. So go ahead and just lay down. And if you want to, you can move a little bit. Maybe you want to hug your knees in towards your belly, rock side to side. Maybe you want to even just tap your fingers on your heart space, your chest. Give yourself a little temple massage or jaw massage. So take your time, but then eventually my invitation for you is reclined cobbler's pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. So feet together, knees apart. If this is not good for your low back, if you feel like, oh, this hurts my low back, then instead do the opposite, feet apart, knees together. So feet on the ground, nice and wide, and then let your knees fall in. So you choose which one of those poses feels best in your body, or maybe even just feels most beneficial for you today. And then invitation to bring one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. Invitation to close your eyes. And take these first few moments to really arrive here in this space. So let everything you've got going on in your life out there for now. You're just leaving it all behind and feel your body on the ground, the weight of your body on the ground. Feel the rise and fall of each breath inside of you. Notice the sounds around you. So there's the obvious sound, the sound of my voice. But then what else can you hear? What background noises, what white noises, maybe even sounds coming from within your own body. And see if you can go just a little bit deeper. See if you can go from physical to energetic sensation. Energetically today, what is your state of being? Do you feel really energized? Do you feel ready to move? Or do you feel like you're dragging? Do you feel like it was hard to get here? Maybe exhausted. And no judgment. There's no right or wrong way to be. You're just getting curious and tuning in. And then see if you can go even deeper. See if you can start to feel into emotionally what's present for you. And if there are any emotions, see if you can notice just where you feel them in your body. What is the raw sensation? And then next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. Hold in fullness, maybe take an extra little sip there. And then open your mouth and great big sigh, let it go. Ah, yes, very nice. And again, just like that, inhale, fill up. Hold at the top, extra little sip. And open your mouth, great big sigh. Ah. One more, so biggest inhale of your entire morning. Hold. See if you can find 2 extra sips this time. And then when you are ready, biggest sigh you've taken all morning long. Ah. Beautiful, friends. Ujjayi breath now. So seal your lips. And see if you can start to create that whisper noise with your breath, that oceanic sound with your breath. So Ujjayi breath for me is what completely changed my relationship with yoga, with my own practice. And not even just on my mat and my physical asana practice, but out there in my life as well. So if you haven't gotten Ujjayi breath yet, if it hasn't quite clicked, see if you can stay curious about it. Every single moment, your breath is right there as an anchor to the here and now. So if you're somebody who has a wandering mind, start to use your breath to bring you back over and over again to present moment. Your life is happening right here, right now. Feel the aliveness in your body. Feel that prana, that life force flowing through you. Ujjayi is big and spacious and also slow and steady. As you are ready, my friends, come forward or slowly start to bring your knees just towards your belly. So lift your knees up. You can use your hands if you want, and just start to rock side to side. Feel your low back against the ground. Yes. Maybe you want to circle your knees a little bit. Maybe you want to take your knees apart and kind of get into your hips a bit more. And then eventually, just set your feet on the ground with your knees bent, feet hips width distance apart. So setting up for bridge pose, all of your toes face directly forward and your heels and ankles come straight down from your knees. So try not to bring your feet too far forward. Try not to bring your feet too wide. Arms down by your sides to begin. You should be able to graze the backs of your heels with your fingertips, your middle fingers. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up first, and then slowly peel your spine off your mat, come into your bridge pose. Now, if you want to, you could do your own thing here. You can explore in your own way, but here's my invitation. If you've come to my classes for a long time, you've most likely done this before. So invitation to bring your arms into robot arms, elbows bent with your palms facing each other, your fingertips facing the sky, and then get your arms as close as you can to your side bodies. See if you can get your shoulders a little closer together, your shoulder blades a little closer together, and then squeeze an invisible block in between your inner thighs. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, keep squeezing your invisible block, lower just your butt towards the ground so you're creating a tunnel underneath the middle of your spine. Inhale, lift your butt back up, come into your full bridge, and then exhale, lower just your butt towards the ground. If your butt can't touch the ground, that's okay. Go as low as you can. And then inhale, lift back up. Continue like that. Robot arms are what I recommend if you are going for this lifting and lowering of your butt. What I want you to feel here, my friends, is your mid-back mobility. So many of us do not have a connection to our mid-back muscles, and we really don't know how to move our spine right there in the middle. So if this feels weird, if this feels different, that's completely normal, but start to get curious about that mobility right in the middle of your back. You might also be feeling your low back muscles engage in a new way. Do a couple more just like that, lifting and lowering, and make that tunnel underneath the middle of your spine as big as you can. So you're pressing your ribs and your heart towards the sky as you lower your butt towards the ground. Yes, very nice. And then come back into a regular bridge. So finish the round you're on, come back to bridge. Stay in bridge, but just kind of work your shoulders out from under you and reach your arms straight up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale, lift your hips. As slow as you can, lower your spine to the ground. Keep reaching your arms up. Feel your spine move like a string of pearls, one pearl at a time. And then eventually your spine comes back to neutral. Bring your arms into a goalpost position. Rest them on the ground beside you. Bring your feet nice and wide to the width of your yoga mat. Inhale here. So just rest your arms against the ground. Exhale, let your knees fall over to the right side. Pause. If you would like, bring the outer edge of your right foot to the outside of your left knee and use your right foot to encourage your left knee forward and down. So lengthen from your left shoulder all the way down to your left knee. And if your left ribs lift a lot, see if you can press down through the back of your left ribs a little bit more. Big, deep breaths. Yes, good job. You can gaze up, or maybe you want to gaze over one shoulder. Breathe all the way down into low back and make sure Ujjayi breath is still right there with you. And then as you are ready, in your next round or two, just switch over to the other side. So release your foot, bring your knees through center, and take your knees over to the left side. Maybe outer edge of left foot to outside of right knee. And then big deep breaths. Feel the length in your right side from right shoulder down to your right hip, down to your right knee. Press down through the back of your right ribs if they're lifting a lot. Be intentional with your gaze. Last couple of rounds. Notice the layers inside of you. Physical body, energetic body, emotional body. Can you feel it all? Out there, We mostly just live in our minds. We're hardly even in our bodies. So start to bring more awareness to what's going on inside of you. You're so full of life. Bring your knees back to center as you are ready. And then hug your knees in gently one more time. Take that little rock. And you are more than welcome to find your own way up to hands and knees. If you would like, start to rock and roll forward and back a few times. So about 5 or 6 rocks, and maybe even see if you can find some hover time on your upper back, almost like you're in a plow pose, on your sit bones, almost like you're in a boat pose. Eventually, rock forward, cross your ankles, and bring your hands to the ground in front of you. So you just kind of roll over your feet, and then you're on your hands and your knees. You might need to roll back a little bit. And then hands and knees, any way you would like to move. So maybe cat-cow undulations, maybe circles through your hips, or maybe even just a child's pose. But see if you can feel, just like we did in bridge pose a moment ago, see if you can feel more of that mobility in the middle of your spine. See if you can feel maybe more strength around the middle of your spine. And slow, intentional breaths. And feel free to close your eyes if it helps you get out of your own head. So it doesn't matter what you look like, nobody cares but you. So put your awareness inside. In your next, let's say 3 to 5 rounds, downward facing dog is our destination. So no hurry whatsoever, but you can get there whenever you're ready and however you'd like. Start your transition to your down dog. Down dog, it's this pose we come back to a million times during a practice. So rather than tuning out because you've been here a million times, see if you can actually tune in and see, is there any way you might be able to adjust your body today to be more efficient, to have a little more strength through your shoulders and your arms and even your hands, maybe to be more connected to your center. You might explore what it feels like to take your feet out a little wider than usual or your hands out a little wider. You might explore what it feels like to bend your knees more or to straighten your legs a little more. So there's a million ways that you can explore a single pose. And then maybe there's not even any movement going on outside. I can't see anything happening, but inside there's all these little micro movements, micro adjustments. And then inside, you can feel your big, spacious breaths flowing through. You guys look awesome. Nice poses. Take one more great big inhalation into your down dog. And then as you exhale, look to the top of your yoga mat and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, come straight into a halfway lift position, lengthen. Beautiful, nice and long, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, release and fold, empty all the way out, feel your strong center. And again, one more time, halfway lift. Stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Nice, Mari, exhale, let it go. And then press into your feet. See if you can lead with your heart. Rise. Bend in the knees is really helpful. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to heart as you exhale. Beautiful, my friends. Inhale, you might try reaching your arms forward and up. Exhale, you might try bringing your hands through your third eye center, prayer hands as you dive down. So I'm giving you these invitations for the sake of space, but you do you. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Beautiful. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Now pause right here at the top of your push-up. Check in. Are your fingers spreading? Are you pushing actively into the ground? So rather than sinking into your joints, find your strong arms, find your strong shoulders, push the ground away. Draw your belly button in and up. Back of your neck nice and long. Take little baby rocks forward and back. Yes, good. Very nice. Awesome, honey. Next time you inhale that little tiny rock forward, you're welcome to come to your knees if you want. Exhale, lower halfway down. Strong arms. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up, high plank. One more time like that. Little rock forward, lower halfway. Strong arms, strong belly, even strong legs. Inhale, push back up. Very nice. Slow motion all the way to your belly. Good. Beautiful. Spider-Man Cobra. So bring your hands out to frame your mat. Lift your fingertips. Elbows face straight towards the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Tone your belly. Press through your pelvis. Exhale. Take a little twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back to center. Heart lifts. Gaze forward. Exhale, other side. Twist. Yes. Inhale, back to center. Heart lifts. Go one more time each way. Move with your breath. Move at your pace. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. You can stay as long as you want. Feel that nice heart opener, front body opener. And then downward facing dog, however you'd like to get there in your next couple breaths. All right, you've got about 5 rounds in your down dog. So just quickly, my friends, if you do not want any hands-on adjustments today, you don't feel like being touched today, I don't take it personal. Just let me know by raising one of your legs in the air quickly. Okie dokie, thank you so much. So now if you feel like raising one of your legs in the air and then the other leg just to feel into it, feel free. If you want to stay in your down dog and just feel into your shoulders, your hands, those little tiny micro adjustments, please do. So your pose, your exploration of this pose with your breath, with your awareness. It's going to feel weird. Good job. So try to keep that. All right, one more great big inhale as you push the ground away. And then exhale, look to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen out. Stick your butt out. Exhale, fold. Uddiyana Bandha, so connect to your core, lock, and rise up. Inhale, arms reach up, big full body stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's keep flowing. Inhale, high mountain. Simple sun A. Exhale, slow dive down. Beautiful. Lift halfway with your in-breath. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep your arms strong, belly strong. Inhale, curl open, back bend of your choice. Shoulders back and down. Nice M, nice Liz. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Let's keep it going. Great big inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, look to the top of your space. Step or hop. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And let it go. Nice, Leslie. All the way up, big stretch, high mountain pose. Hands to your heart, exhale. Adding on just a little bit. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch of your choice. Take it to your right. So lengthening through your left side. Inhale, back to center, arms to the sky. Other side, exhale. Inhale, back up, lengthen. Let's add a little baby back bend. Cactus your arms, squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades. Feel your mid back strength and mobility. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, dive down, fold. Stay with your big deep breaths. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa your way. Nice, Tom. See you in downward facing dog. Lots of awareness. Beautiful, Jan. Great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look forward, step or float, top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. And release. Connect to your center. Uddiyana Bandha, core lock. Rise up. Inhale, reach up. And hands to your heart. Exhale. All right, now we will build our flow. Inhale, high mountain pose. So reach up and then sit back this time into chair pose. chair pose. So regular chair, weight in your heels for now. You should be able to look down and see your toes without an issue. So if you can't see your toes, then you need more weight in your heels. Stick your butt out further behind you. Make sure your toes face directly forward. See if you can pick them up and spread them. Even your little baby pinky toe. Now, everybody bring your arms to a cactus position for a moment. And then focus on squeezing the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together. So as you squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, your ribs and your heart go forward. You feel your mid-back mobility here. Now, draw your belly button back towards your spine. See if you can find your core. So those lowest, deepest abdominals supporting your low back. Now, see if you can reach your arms back up, but nothing changes in your mid-back, in your upper back. Keep drawing navel to spine. Maybe sit just a little bit lower. Take one more round. Spread your toes. And inhale, high mountain. Invitation to lift to your tiptoes as you rise. So as tall as you can grow. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Maybe even stay on your tiptoes as you take a slow dive all the way down. Yes. Nice, Eric. Good, Jules. Inhale, heels on the ground for your halfway lift. So stick your butt way out. Keep the back of your neck long. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back or hop your feet back. And however you want to get to downward facing dog. Please don't feel like skipping the high to low push-up, back bend, the vinyasa, what we call it. Please don't feel like skipping that is in any way less than or cheating. So let go of your ego today and see if you can just feel what's best for my body. Maybe a little softer practice is best for your body today, and that's okay. All right, from your down dog, my friends, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. See if you can feel into that long line from your fingertips, nice April, all the way up to your heel or your toes. Keep lifting from your center so you feel a connection to your center, almost like there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and it's pulling up. It's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. One more great big inhale. Straighten your right leg and make it strong and powerful. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Round your spine. Hollow out your belly. Stay here as you inhale. Nice width. Lift higher onto your back tippy toes. Lift higher through your waistline. Good, Callie. And then exhale, step forward. Low lunge. Take your time to rise up to your crescent lunge. So arms to the sky. The foundation of this pose is your legs. Nice, Mary Jo. So find stability through your legs. Front hip pulls back hip draws forward. And rather than feeling like you're just sinking as deep as you can, you feel strong. And then from that place of strength, you can expand and grow your upper body into your expression. So your expression, it doesn't mean you have to do anything different physically, but what do you want to embody and invite in here? So if you're softening today, maybe you're inviting in softness. Maybe you soften your elbows and your fingers. If you're inviting in, I don't know, compassion, maybe you soften your elbows and your fingers. If you're inviting in anger, maybe you make fists with your hands and an angry face with your face. So whatever you're doing, it's on purpose. Take one more big inhale, feel into it. Beautiful. As you exhale, my friends, cactus your arms and bend your back knee to a hover. If you feel like your back leg needs a little break, then bring your back knee down. Or if your legs need a break in general. So stay right here or use your mid-back mobility and create a back bend. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades and puff up through your chest. Yes. See if you can start to press your elbows forward and up. Feel the bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Take one more round. Navel to spine, protects low back. Awesome, Chris. Inhale, back to crescent. Reach up. You can straighten your front leg if you want to. Exhale, hands to the earth. We're not going to do this in our breath to movement flow, but for right now, bring your back knee down. And if you need extra cushion, you can fold over the side of your mat. Half splits, half Hanumanasana. So straighten your front leg. You can bring your hips back to your heel. And I would invite you to take a half screaming toe pose. So that means your left toes are curled under as you take your hips back over your heel. You could also leave your hips over your knee. So hips a little bit higher. You might need to walk your right foot forward. Flex through your toes and imagine you're trying to pull your heel back. So not push it forward, but press it back like you want to stick your right butt cheek out behind you. So if I was to give you an adjustment right now, I'd come play footsie with you and I'd push my foot into your foot. So pull your right butt cheek back. Reach your heart further forward. Yeah, nice job, you guys. Take one more big deep breath, maybe folding a little bit deeper. Good. And then come back into a low lunge. All right, from low lunge, lift your back knee and pivot your back heel down, coming into a warrior two stance. So back heel down, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Yes. Nice, Diane. So track your front knee towards your pinky toe, pressing the outer edges of both of your feet. Notice if it feels like you're kind of reaching forward. Stack your shoulders right over your hips. Soften your shoulders. Next time you breathe in, reach forward. So now reach forward, moving into side angle. Right arm towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Or if you would like, you can reach your left arm past your ear, bicep next to your ear. If you would like, half or full bind. The intention of this pose is to open your heart towards the sky. So rather than closing your heart towards the ground, nice and open. Keep tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe. Awesome, Megan. Keep pressing into the outer edges of both feet. And then make sure your breath is still right there. Good, Charles. One or two more rounds. Your personal fullest expression in this moment. Very nice. Come back through your warrior two and take it all the way to reverse warrior. So reach up, reach back. If you need to give your front leg a moment, you can straighten it out and then bend again when you're ready. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Lift your right rib cage up away from your hip and then breathe. Breathe into your right side body. See if you can create more space in your right waistline. One more big inhalation. Nice work, my friends. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot, bring your back knee down gently once again. So back knee down, unthread your right leg, three-legged tabletop position. So right leg back, three-legged tabletop. Yes, 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 yes. All right, see if you can create a back bend, not by just lifting your head, but by lifting your heart and feel the bottom tips of your shoulder blades squeeze. Try to keep your hips square. Yes, love it. Awesome, Laura. Take one more big inhale. Good, Mikkel. As you exhale, round, knee to your nose, curl in, hollow out your belly. Inhale, re-extend, lift your heart. Now listen, you have two options. You can do knee to nose again or rock forward, humble cow. So bend your elbows and tap your chin to the ground. Kiss the ground with your chin. Hold here. Notice if your shoulders are rolling forward. Roll them back and down. Tuck your left toes, your back toes under. Next time you inhale, everybody press all the way back, all the way up. Three-legged down dog. Three-legged down dog, right leg high. Good job. Exhale, you can go straight to down dog or come forward, plank to chaturanga. Any way you want to take it. Inhale into your back bend of choice. If you want an extra breath or two, feel free. And then downward facing dog. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs. Feel your body, feel your physical, energetic, and emotional body. Feel all the different parts of yourself. Next time you breathe in, take your left leg to the sky. All right, so notice when you took your left leg up, did you sink into your outer right hip or maybe even your right shoulder? So start to bring more awareness to your own imbalances. Where do you collapse or where do you compensate? So this practice, it's not about making your pose look awesome. I literally do not care what your pose looks like on the outside. I care what it feels like, what you're getting out of it, the action you're creating in your body. Is your breath able to flow freely, fluidly? Take one more big inhale. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, round your spine. Stay here, breathe in. Awesome, Kim. As you exhale, left foot steps to the top of your space. Crescent lunge, no rush. Good, Steve. You guys are doing so good. All right, strong legs. So your toes face forward. Hips square, pull front hip back, back hip forward, and feel your midline. So always we want to find our connection to center, find our midline. That's how we find stability, and then we can grow and expand out. So feel, what are you embodying in this pose today? What are you inviting in? If you have a personal intention, how could you invite it in here? Maybe there's some way, maybe not, I don't know. But get curious. It's just for you. Yes, so nice. Take one more inhalation. As you exhale, cactus your arms, bend your back knee to a hover. So I call this turbo lunge. You can stay right here, or back knee could come down to modify, or start to create your back bend. See if you can feel it in your mid spine. So you're not leaning into your low back, you're curling open. Pop up your heart. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe press your elbows forward. Feel the support in your low back, that tone in your low belly. It's called your transverse abdominis. One more round. Amazing. Inhale, back up, reach up, maybe even straighten your front leg if it would feel good. Exhale, bring your hands down. And then once again, you've got your half splits, half Hanumanasana. So even if you can do the splits, challenging you not to do the splits yet. I promise I'll give you a chance today. So instead of doing the splits, stay in your half splits. And rather than thinking of going for flexibility, go for stability. So pull your left butt cheek back. Try to stick your left butt cheek out behind you and reach your heart further forward. So imagine you're trying to reach your heart, yes, past your leg or past your knee. It won't happen, but that's the intention you're trying to create. Good job. Nice work. Big deep breath. Last couple. And come back into a low lunge. Now lift your back knee. Warrior 2 is where we're headed. Pivot back, heel down, rise as you are ready. So pressing the outer edges of both feet. And take a moment in your warrior 2. Notice, am I already reaching forward, or is my weight nice and center? Yes, you guys look awesome. Soft face. Are you shrugging your shoulders up next to your ears, or are your shoulders relaxed down? Sometimes I like to turn my palms to face the sky, and that helps me relax my shoulders more. Next time you inhale, reach for the front wall like you're trying to touch it. Maybe even feel your rib cage slide forward a bit. Side angle or extended side angle. So stay open through your heart, stay open through your hips, stay rooted, grounded through your feet. And then can you feel your big deep breath flowing? Whatever variation, nice Marcus, you want to take on this side, go for it. Ah, beautiful poses. Keep wrapping left butt cheek. Keep pressing into the outer edge of your back foot. Good, Tiff. Last big, huge, full body breath. And reverse your warrior. Press into your feet. Rise up, reach back. If your front leg needs a moment, you can straighten it out and then bend it again as you're ready. Drag it towards your pinky toe. Feel your hips nice and level. So do you sink into your back hip or your front hip? Start to notice. Good job. This is a side body stretch, not a back bend. Navel to spine should feel supportive for your low back. Take one more big inhale. Bend your left knee and reach. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands to the earth. Low lunge. Back knee down gently. Three-legged tabletop. So left leg back. Three-legged tabletop. Now try to create a little smiley face shape with your body, but not by lifting your head with your neck, by lifting your heart, and then by lifting your back heel by using the strength in your inner thighs, not by bending your knee. Yes, good. See if you can keep your hips nice and square. Good, honey. Take one more big inhale. Push into the ground with your fingertips. Lift your heart. Exhale, round spinal flexion. Curl in, knee to your nose or as close as you can get. Inhale, re-extend, lift. And then your choice, do that again, or humble cow. So little rock forward, chin kisses the ground. Hold here for a moment. Notice your shoulders. Are they rolling forward? Roll them back and down. Notice your core isn't engaged. Tuck your right toes under. Inhale, push all the way back and up. Three-legged dog. Exhale straight to down dog, or bring it forward and take your vinyasa. Nice, Rob. Awesome work, my friend. So end up in a down dog, or if you feel like taking a child's pose, hero's pose, kneeling meditation, any other resting pose of your choice. So give yourself about 5 rounds of breath to just come back to you. So almost like we're at the very beginning of our practice again, and all we are doing is feeling. Physical body, energetic body, emotional body, every part of you. So you are such a complex machine, really. Being a human, there's so much happening inside of you all the time, and you don't have to do anything. It just does it for you. So start connecting more with what's going on inside. You're like this brilliant creation. You're a miracle. In your next couple of rounds, my friends, downward facing dog. So start to feel into that. Feel into yourself as more than just your mind and your intellect. All right. We are going to move now, breath to movement. So that doesn't mean we go as fast as we can and speed through and get our cardio. It means we move slowly and intentionally with our big, slow, steady breaths. So why we move so slow with our big, deep breaths? We're teaching our body that even when things are hard and challenging, I can breathe slow and steady. I can tell my body I'm safe. So I can stay regulated and grounded and present even as I am challenged, even as I am a little bit uncomfortable or maybe even a little bit bored. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Push into the ground. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space. Step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift position. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow. All the way up, rise, arms overhead, big full body stretch, inhale, hands to heart, exhale. Listen carefully, inhale, reach up, side body stretch to your right. Again, make it your own. You can mix it up if you want. Inhale, back to center, reach up, neutralize. Other side, think of a crescent moon shape with your body. All the way to empty, inhale, back up. Listen. Baby back bend, exhale, cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze, puff up your chest. Nice, Amber. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Now exhale, chair pose with your cactus arms. So sit low, feel your mid back, feel your core. Inhale, high mountain, maybe lift to tiptoes this time. Maybe stay on your tiptoes and take your dive. Feel your core engage as you dive. Stick your butt out. Yes. Inhale, lift halfway, heels on the ground. Lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or always you can skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Good K. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, Ellie. Inhale, take your right leg high. Use your strong core and exhale, step through, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Strong legs, lift your heart. Exhale, turbo lunge, optional back bend if you would like to take it. Inhale, re-extend, reach up. If you want, you can straighten your front leg. Exhale, hands to the ground. Pivot your back heel down. Warrior 2. Inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. Maybe your left arm reaches towards the front wall all the way to emptiness. Inhale, reverse, rise up, reach back, fill up. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge, back knee down. Inhale, three-legged tabletop, smiley face shape, lift your heart. Exhale, knee to your nose. Nice, Megan. Scoop out your belly, push the ground away. Inhale, re-extend. You choose one more like that, or exhale, humble cow. Left toes are curled under. Inhale, push up and back. Good, Mikkel. And exhale, straight to down dog or chaturanga. Make it your own. You can bring your knees down. You can take it three-legged. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Ah, beautiful, Callie. Inhale, take your left leg high. Stay with it. Use your breath. Exhale, left foot forward as soft as you can. Inhale, crescent, rise. Strong legs, strong foundation. Exhale, turbo lunge. Option to back bend if you want. You do not have to. Inhale, re-extend. Maybe even extend your front leg. Squeeze your front thigh. Hands to the ground, exhale, pivot back, heel down, warrior two, rise. Yes, exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, empty out. Beautiful, nice, Liz. Stay in your legs, reverse warrior. So press into your feet, take it up and back, keep bending your front knee a lot. Exhale, windmill your arms down, low lunge, back knee down. Inhale, three-legged tabletop, left leg back, lift your heart. Exhale, spinal flexion, knee to your nose, curl in, round, feel your strong core. Inhale, re-extend, spinal extension. Exhale, you can do the same thing or humble cow. Yes, nice, Diane. Tuck your right toes under all the way back and up. Good, Paul. And vinyasa. Maybe just straight to down dog. Totally up to you. Give yourself a moment. Maybe you want a child's pose instead of down dog. Maybe you want a kneeling position. Maybe you want a drink of water. What does your body need? Maybe a big open mouth sigh. Ah. We've got one more round. You guys are doing amazing. Of course, at any time, if you want to take a break or just move on your own, do your own thing, fine with me. This time I'm going to add a few things. So just like you've been doing, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. Downward facing dog if you are coming with me. Great big inhalation. Exhale, gaze forward, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift position, breathe in. And fold. Ah. Rise, big full body stretch. Feel all that space inside of you. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time through. Here we go. Inhale, reach. Side body stretch of your choice. Once again to your right. As long as you get both sides, fine if you go the wrong way. Inhale back to center. Other side, up and over, all the way to empty with your breath. Inhale, back up. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Now chair pose with cactus arms. So sit back, feel your mid back, feel your core. Inhale, high mountain, invitation to come up to your tiptoes. So feel your strong feet. And maybe stay on your tiptoes, dive down slowly. Core is engaged, so your belly button draws back towards your spine as you dive. Beautiful. M, heels down, halfway lift. Inhale. Beautiful, Jules. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Stay here and hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow, get as close as you can. Awesome, Andrea. Inhale, back up, three-legged, active through your right foot. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, get as high as you can, push the ground away. Awesome, Eric. Inhale, back up, lengthen. Now everybody knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, step forward softly. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Lift your heart. Exhale, turbo lunge. Cactus your arms, bend back knee, maybe add the back bend. Now listen here, my friends. Inhale, come back up, reach up. If you want, you can straighten your front leg for a moment, but we're moving into a warrior 3 variation. Bring your hands to your front thigh, lean forward and float your back foot off the ground. You can stay here, or here's your invitation. Reach your arms back, bend your elbows, and imagine your elbows are magnetized. Try to squeeze them closer together. See if you can lift your heart and create that smiley face shape. So lift your heart, lift your back heel. Yes, smiley face shape. Hips are square. Bend your standing leg if it helps. Take one more round. You are amazing. Back to crescent lunge. Soft landing. Inhale. Yes, so nice. Hands come down. Exhale. All right. Warrior 2. Rise. Inhale. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, pause here, stay inside angle, or take it into a variation of triangle or balancing half moon. So anywhere you would like to go, or stay right where you're at, make sure wherever you are, breath comes with you. If your back leg is lifted, back leg is strong, and you should be able to look back and see your toes behind you. Yeah, that's good. Beautiful. Is your breath there? Is it flowing through? Awesome work. Wherever you are at, one last round. Warrior 2, see if you can land softly. If not, no big deal. Take a moment to readjust your legs if needed. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. All right, listen. Exhale, come back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. So all of your toes face the long edge of your mat. Arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, however you'd like to. Find your way down into your wide-legged forward fold. So maybe a swan dive, maybe like a clockwise or counterclockwise swan dive if you're really close to your neighbor. And then we'll be here for about 5 deep breaths. Any way you want to explore or feel into it. No right or wrong. Yes, love it. Make sure your feet are nice and parallel, or they can even be very, very slightly pigeon-toed. But if your toes are wider than your heels, you're not getting the stretch in your hamstring. So make sure your toes are facing straight forward or little pigeon toe. Feel free to take an exhale out your mouth if you want to. Bring your fingertips to the ground. If they're not there already, bend your knees as needed. Walk your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes forward. Standing splits, root into your right foot. Float your left leg to the sky. The left leg lifts. Yes. And it's just like a one-legged forward fold. So you can let your neck relax. You can let your head be heavy. Hug in with your right inner thigh. In any way you want to be in this pose, maybe right arm behind right leg. Maybe you want to take a couple Shiva squats. Maybe you want to play with handstand hops even. So you do you. If you're holding, left leg strong, left foot active. Try to spread through your toes. Soften your face, not straining, not forcing anything. Just meeting yourself at your edge and breathing into it. One more inhale. As you exhale, step your left foot to the very back of your mat and bring your left knee to the ground gently. 3-legged tabletop, right leg reaches back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, knee to nose, round, spinal flexion. Inhale, spinal extension, re-extend. One more like that, or humble cow, rock forward, take your little push up, and toes tucked under, all the way back and up, 3-legged dog. Listen, open your hip, bend your right knee, peel it open. Great place to stay, or with awareness of the space around you. Step your right foot down behind you, flip your dog. Yes, heart wants to look at the front wall, see if you can let it. Lift your hips, stretch through your front body, your abdominal wall. One last big inhale. Beautiful. Nice. Can come back. Everybody, regular down dog. Just walk it out. Next time you inhale, you can stay here or rock forward, high plank, maybe even hovering right leg if you want. Chaturanga, exhale, lower, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down, elbow tips point back. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. You are almost there. Stay here or left knee, right elbow, twist, push the ground away. Inhale, three-legged, lengthen. Left to left, aim for your armpit. Don't let your butt drop. Inhale, back up. Nice, Liz. Exhale, knee to your nose now and step through. Crescent lunge, last time on this side. Lift your heart. Exhale, turbo lunge, option to back bend if you want. Very good. Inhale, crescent. If you want to, you can straighten your front leg for a second. Moving into our warrior three variation, hands to front thigh, lean forward. Float your back foot off the ground. Stay right here or go for that smiley face shape. Arms reach back, bend your elbows, and try to squeeze your elbows together behind your back. See if you can feel your mid-back muscles firing more. See if you can lift your heel higher by using your inner thighs. One last round, wherever you are at. Awesome, reach. Crescent lunge, soft landing, inhale. Good, exhale, hands to the earth. Warrior two, inhale, rise. Side angle, reach forward, tip over, pause. Where would you like to go? You can stay where you're at or triangle, balancing half moon. Maybe a little bit of both. If you take half moon and you fall out 10 times, awesome. That means you're challenging yourself. So good job. Meet yourself right there, compassionately, playfully. We're not here to be judgmental and critical. If your back leg is lifted, strong and powerful, you should be able to look back and see your back toes. Yes. One last round. Amazing work. Come back to warrior two. Soft landing if possible. Take a moment to adjust if needed. Reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. Lengthen your left side. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet. We're going to do something different. Bring your toes out and your heels in. Bend your knees and bring your arms to cactus. So sit low. You're in a wide-legged squat, and your knees should line up straight over your ankles. Rather than letting your knees fall in, try to press them towards the windows behind you. Sit a little bit lower. Take an inhale where you're at, and as you exhale, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades and try to touch the tips of your elbows together behind your back. It won't happen, but that's the action. Inhale, back to cactus arms, or if you want, you can reach your arms wide out to both sides. Exhale again. Squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze elbows behind you. Inhale, reach. Two more. Exhale, squeeze. Good job. Stay low in your legs. Inhale, reach. Last one. Exhale, squeeze. Pause here. Now see if you can roll your shoulders back and down a little bit more and get your elbows a little bit closer. Notice if your ribs are flaring forward, that's fine, but draw your belly button back towards your spine. Feel all that strength inside of you. Get a little lower in your legs, weight in your heels. Good work. One more deep breath. Inhale, straighten your legs, parallel your feet, take your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back and clasp. Take a moment, maybe even let your head roll forward, kind of smiley face shapes with the crown of your head. Shoulders back and down. Squeeze shoulder blades towards each other. Bend your elbows. Imagine they're magnetized. Try to suction cup your palms together. So very different than just hyperextending through all your joints. Start to reach your hands back. Try to keep your palms suction cupped. Try or see if you can now puff up your heart. Lift your gaze. Don't let your head just collapse back, but extend back. Take one more big inhale. Press your hips forward. Isometrically squeeze in with your inner thighs, inner edges of feet. Exhale however you need to get there, all the way down, forward fold with your fingers interlaced behind you. Without your hands on the ground, you have to use your core to hold you and help you work this pose. So try not to rock back into your heels. Make sure all of your toes face directly forward or maybe slightly pigeon-toed. And then lift your butt as high as you can. Lift your knuckles as high as you can. Let your head be heavy. You can give it a little shake. If it becomes too much to have the clasp, you can let that part go. About 2 or 3 more rounds. Feel whatever there is to feel. Physically, energetically, emotionally, none of it is wrong. It's just energy. It's just your body. Connect with it. Last big deep breath. At the bottom of your exhale, bring your hands to your low back and gently release your clasp from there. Bring your hands to the ground or fingertips to the ground. Maybe give your head a little shaky shake. And then walk your hands to the top of your space, low lunge. Back knee comes down. Inhale, three-legged tabletop. Last time, left leg back, three-legged tabletop. Lift your heart. Exhale, round, knee to your nose, spinal flexion. Inhale, lift and lengthen. One more like that or one more humble cow. Right toes are curled under behind you. Inhale, push all the way up and back. Nice, Mari. Open your left hip. Bend your left knee. Squeeze your outer left glute. Stay here or option 2, flip your dog. Left foot comes down. Left arm reaches forward. Awesome. Lift your hips. Breathe out into your belly. Last big deep breath. Downward facing dog, everyone. Walk it out. You can keep walking it out a little bit longer. Or inhale, rock forward, high plank, maybe hovering left leg, maybe coming to your knees. Exhale, chaturanga. God bless you. Inhale, lift your heart. Shoulders back and down. Feel free to take an extra breath or two if you want. And then wherever you want to end up, down dog, hero's pose, child's pose. Just feel whatever there is to feel. Good job. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs. I realized I forgot your standing splits on the left side. If you are really sad about it, don't worry, I'll make it up to you. Okie dokie. Next couple of rounds. Downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And then exhale, bring your right foot to the top of your yoga mat. We're going back into our half splits, or you can go for your full splits if you want to now. So back knee down. And then you choose, maybe you have tight hamstrings and you're like, half splits is more than enough for me. That's kind of how I feel. So totally fine. If you want to go for full splits, obviously you do have to start to walk your front foot further forward. So you are pushing forward with your front heel, but then every now and again, pull back. So get your hips square and then see if you can hold there, breathe there. Maybe go a little deeper. Pull your front hip back, back hip forward, hug back in. Breathe there, soften there. And then maybe go a little deeper. So most people, if they do the splits with everything integrated, with their hips plugged into their sockets or femur bones plugged into the hip sockets, most of the time they can't go as deep. So people don't like it. It's their ego. See if you can let go of your ego, be in your body, what feels most beneficial. I do not care if you can do the splits or not. That is not yoga. So whatever this pose looks like, doesn't matter. Feel your body and meet yourself right there. Nice. Wait, about 5 more rounds. Flexion through your right toes, even your little baby pinky toe. Nice, Jules. I love it. Good work, everybody. So if at all possible, if you're going for the splits, you want your left hip facing straight forward, not turning out to the left. In your next breath or two, it's hard if you're in the full splits to get out of this gracefully, I know, but in your next couple of breaths, see if you can find your way back to a low lunge position. And then from your low lunge position, back knee lifts up, take it back to a three-legged down dog, open your right hip for a moment. Maybe you even want to give your right leg a little shake out or take some circles with your right knee, flexion or point and flex through your right foot. Whenever you are ready, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Bring your body down gently. Right knee wide. So not at midline, not at the middle of your mat, but towards the right long edge of your mat. So if your right knee is right in the middle of your mat, you're not getting the external rotation in your hip. See if you can bring your right knee out a little bit wider. And then just like we did in our splits, in our lunge, pull your right hip back like there's a rope attached to your right butt cheek, pulling up and back. Yeah, nice, Amber. As your heart bows forward. Love it. And then back toes, for a moment, curl them under. You don't have to keep them that way, but curl them under. And then see if you can kind of push them into the ground like you're trying to, I don't know, push your left heel back, but keep your toes tucked under. So feel the activation and even the extension through your back leg, your back ankle strong. And then try to keep that somewhat. Let your back toes untucked. Don't let your ankle twist or sickle. So you might even look back and see, is my ankle nice and long? Is it straight or is it twisted? Lots of times we don't know. Try not to rest your right butt cheek on the ground. If it is on the ground, that means you're not stabilizing through your hips. So awesome if you have open hips and you can just plop down into this, but all you are actually doing is exploiting the hypermobility of your joints. So it's not good for your body. It might feel good right now, but it's not doing anything good in the long run. So it might feel like, again, you're coming out of the pose a little bit, but your right butt cheek, you want to pull it up and back so it's hovering above the ground. There's structure, strength, what's called integrity. And then you can soften around it. Take about 3 or 4 more deep breaths. Yeah, stay there. That's your toes. And then if you want to go deeper, back knee can scoot back, but try to keep that lifted. Good work, my friends. Good awareness. Last couple of rounds. Soften through your heart space. What would that feel like? Very nice. Let's slowly start to find our way back to down dog. So you can get there however you want to. You can take it back to three-legged dog. Give your right leg a shaky shake. You can take it into a tabletop. Take some hip circles. Whatever you want. See you in down dog. Maybe you want a vinyasa. I'll give you some fans for a moment. Just get the air circulating. Paul. All right, just walk it out in down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Now, standing splits. Told you I'd make it up to you. So standing splits, right leg lifts. So be here for a moment, just like a one-legged forward fold. That's all it is. Let your head relax, neck relax. Draw your belly button in and up. So try not to sink into your outer left hip, but hug in with your left inner thigh. If you want to play or explore in any way, feel free. Couple more rounds. Active through your right foot. See if you can spread your right toes. Beautiful job. Take one more big inhale. Lift, lift, lengthen, lengthen. Now step your right toes to the back of your mat. Bring your right knee down to the ground. And half splits or full splits if you would like. So you do you, but remember stability over just sinking into your joint. So if your hips are really open, if it feels like your left hip is way forward and your right hip is way back and your right hip is open, then you're just, again, sinking into your joints. It's not doing anything good for your body. So try to find the stability, plug everything in, and then work the pose with your breath, and then soften around the pose. Flex your left toes, even your little baby pinky toe. Amazing, you guys. You look so awesome. See if you can be with sensation. Feel it not just in your physical body, but what comes up in your energetic body, what comes up in your emotional body. Not judgment, not saying, what's wrong with me? Why do I get like this? Why do I get like this? But, oh, interesting. I get angry when I do the splits. Huh. In your next breath or two, come back into your low lunge. From your low lunge, take it back to a three-legged down dog. You can give your left leg a little shake. You can open your left hip for a moment, whatever feels good to you. When you're ready, pigeon pose, left shin forward, body comes down gently. Left knee wide as your mat. So your shin does not have to be parallel with the front edge of your mat, but try to get your left knee wide. Pull, good, April. Pull your left butt cheek back and up like there's a rope attached to your left butt cheek, pulling back and up. Yes, nice, Ken. So strong muscle energy in your legs as you take your heart forward and bow. Bring your left knee all the way up here. And then pull up like that. Yep. And then that's your pose, staying there. If you want to go deeper, back knee scoots back, but don't let your butt cheek come down. And then if you want to go further, you can move your shin closer to the like parallel. Yep. Perfect. Yes, good. That, yes. Good, honey. Beautiful awareness, my friends. Love it. Maybe you want to tuck your back toes, kind of push with your back foot. Find the activation. Feel the length in your back leg, the stability through your ankle. Then you can untuck them whenever you want to, but make sure you don't twist. For a long time, even in my Cobra and Up Dog, my ankles were twisting. I didn't even know it until a teacher told me, did you know your ankles are twisting? I'm like, what? And then I looked back and saw it. So a lot of times we don't know what our body is doing. It's okay to check in once in a while with your eyeballs. So lots of things to feel, but sometimes we don't have awareness in these places. We have to look at them. Sometimes there's a muscle we can't figure out how to engage. We have to stare at it. So all these different ways of discovering your body, and pretty much none of them are just speaking English. So you can't connect to your body the way you connect with another human being. Your body speaks through energy, through sensation, through symptoms. So a lot of times when we feel pain in our body, that's a symptom. Our body's trying to tell us something, but what do we do in this Western culture? We go to the doctor and we find something to take away the pain, to numb it, rather than trying to get curious. Why do I have this pain in my hip? Where is it coming from? Where did it start? What pattern am I engaging in my life that's causing this pain in my hip? So that, in my opinion, is the yoga. Really connecting with this vessel that you live your entire human life in. So yes, you are the awareness behind it all. You are not your body. You are not your emotions. You are not your thoughts. But in this human experience, that's what you are here to connect with, is your own unique energy. It's who you are. So feel into it. However you want to feel into it for you. Last couple of breaths in pigeon pose. Feel free to exhale out your mouth. When you are ready, when you feel pretty even on both sides, one last down dog, however you want to get there. Walk it out in your down dog. Feel all that space you've created. One more great big inhalation. And then exhale, set your knees down. And for a moment, child's pose. Knees can be wide or knees can be together. And just rest your forehead down. Feel the ground underneath you. Feel the way it supports you. Maybe even connect with your root chakra, the base of your spine. It's red ball of energy. It's your connection to safety, support, stability from within your own inner home. It's always there, no matter where you go on this planet. You can connect to this sense of safety from within. What does it feel like to belong here? Sense of belonging, what does that feel like in your body? I belong. If you say that to yourself, what does that feel like in your body? Get curious. All right, my friends, rise up to hands and knees, and however you would like, find your way onto your back. And you can face whichever direction you want to. Once you're on your back, just like we did at the very beginning of our practice, hug your knees in, rock it out side to side gently. All right, we're gonna come back to the very first pose we explored, bridge pose. So feet on the ground, knees bent. Feet hips width distance apart, all of your toes face directly forward. So you're not toes out, heels in. You're not pigeon-toed, straight forward. Hands, if your arms are by your sides, your middle fingers should graze the backs of your heels, no problem. Exhale, first pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up. It's called the posterior pelvic tilt. And then slowly peel your spine off the ground, one vertebra at a time. So options. Option to stay right where you're at, work this pose however you feel like. Maybe it's restorative. Maybe you bring a block under your sacrum. Maybe you interlace your fingers. Maybe you take robot arms again, lift and lower your butt again, and feel your mid-back mobility. Maybe you feel like you're ready for a full back bend, upward facing bow pose. And if so, if that's in your practice, you're welcome to go there. Do it with awareness. So wherever you are choosing to work, your awareness is there, your breath is there. If you are working your full back bend, see if you can press your heart towards the back of the room. Lift your hips, hug in with your inner thighs. Breathe. Soft face, soft jaw. Good job, my friends. About 3 more rounds wherever you're at. Awesome, Amber. If you're in a full back bend, I know it's hard to come down one vertebra at a time, but as best you can, everybody in your next breath or two, one vertebra at a time, find your way back down to a neutral spine. And then once you are back in a neutral spine, bring your feet wide, let your knees fall in towards each other. Feet wide, knees in. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Breathe all the way down into your pelvis. Feel the expansion and contraction of your breath. All right, keep your feet nice and wide. Let your knees both fall to the right. Bring your arms once again to goalpost arms. Rest them against the ground. And stay here for about 3 to 5 breaths. If you want to, take the variation with your foot on the outside of your knee and work the length of your left side. Just like we did at the beginning. See if anything feels a little bit different. Breathe all the way down. Press your left back ribs down. So good. And in your next breath or two, switch sides. Feel whatever there is to feel, allowing your body to just give in. So you're not trying to hold yourself up anymore. You can let your body melt into the ground. When you feel somewhat even on both sides, come back to center. Find a happy baby pose. When happy baby, a lot of times we round our back, but see if you can find a nice neutral spine. So pull down with your arms and try to press your tailbone down. Try to press down through the backs of your shoulders. You can rock side to side. You could extend one leg, both legs, bring the soles of your feet together, anything you want. Feel around, explore. From your happy baby, any finishing poses you want to take for your own body. So if there's anything else that you're like, oh, that would feel so good, please feel free. If there's anything you like to end your practice with every time, go for it. If you feel like I would just like to go into my final relaxation, my Shavasana, that is also just fine with me. So that's where we are eventually headed. You've got about 7 to 10 breaths to get there. This song actually has 50 more seconds. So you have that many more seconds to finish off your practice. And if you're already in Shavasana, lovely. Just enjoy. My thought for you as you move into your final resting pose is quite simple. It says, you have lost nothing but what you could not sustain. I'm sorry, I'm going to start over. You have lost nothing but what could not sustain itself any longer. You have lost nothing but what was ending anyway. You have lost nothing but an idea of what the future might have been. All that is real is still waiting. All that is real is still within. You have lost nothing but what could not sustain itself any longer. You have lost nothing but what was ending anyway. You have lost nothing but an idea of what the future might have been. All that is real is still waiting. All that is real is still within. So these last few moments, friends, let your breath just be effortless. Let your body really just melt into the ground. And as I play the different sound instruments, Just let it flow through you. So, not your physical body. Sound is energy, it's frequency. So, see if you can feel the vibrations, feel the frequencies flowing through your entire being. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And just slowly start to come back to your physical body. Start to wiggle fingers, toes. And as you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. While you're in fetal position, reconnect to that sense of safety within your own body. That helps you visualize your root chakra. Visualize your root chakra. What does safety feel like in your body? Many people don't know what anything feels like in their body. If they're really, really angry and you said, where do you feel it in their body? In your body, they say, I don't know. We're so disconnected. It's so sad to me. So start to connect, start to get curious, start to form a relationship with your body once again. It's a practice. And as you are ready, find your way up onto or into seated meditation. So facing forward, gather your hands to your heart. You can take prayer hands or just one palm stacked on top of the other. And let's close our practice together with our own voice, with our own vibration and expression. So try not to worry how you sound, but focus on using your own vibration, your own expression, moving it through your body, expressing out your mouth with sound. So if you feel really uncomfortable, you can just listen, that's fine. Start by exhaling and emptying out. Yeah, clear your throat if needed. Breathe in your voice all the way down from your gut. Open your mouth big and wide. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for sharing your energy, for being in community. Namaste. Okay, friends, you're the best. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I will see you hopefully soon. I'm going to be in town for the foreseeable. Well, I guess I'll be out of town the first weekend of October for my Zion retreat. So if you're going to miss me a lot, you should just come with me, I think. Yeah, you're good, Jules. Thanks for practicing out here. I've always wanted actually somebody to practice out here. I tell people that they can whenever, and they're like, I'll just leave, but it's still fine. It's kind of like your own little space out here. Yeah, one lady's like, I'll just leave and do it on Zoom, but I think it would be way better right here.
I put curly in my hair when I was
I love
driving.
that one. That's one of my favorite ones. Oh, the curlers though?
I put
You must have
curlers
really
in.
straight hair though. Huh.
So straight.
Mhm.
But
Looks
then the
cute.
wind blew.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Oh, it does not. I'm gonna go wet my head.
I see what you mean. A little bit, maybe just a little bit. But I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say anything. What happened? My teen shows right here though. My teen shows. Sorry, move my stuff. My teen shows. You're fine. I love you, Megan. There should. Oh, there's just one. Yeah. Mine. You can do it right now too. Yeah, my stuff, all of it. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Like what calls me
Yeah.
after all this, I feel like I'll do more.
Yeah. And then maybe just like if you ever want, you can do like a little restorative yoga with it or something. Because I think that's a really nice combo, like a little restore just to get people like kind of
Like
in
a
their
little
body.
movement, a little
Yeah.
breath, and then
Exactly.
like loosen out.
It's so cute. I love that. Good to have you.